Hello, YouTubers. Welcome back to Yorkshire Media. I am Mark, your host, your presenter, whatever you want me to be. Yes, I am cheaper and better than the BBC. Well, that's me in a nutshell. I am a lot cheap, you know what I mean? So, this is Sunday Talk with, Yorkshire Media. This is me, I'm Mark. I will do a disclaimer. What I'm about to talk about is my own opinion. So, there you go. So, it's my own opinion, and this is what I'm talking about. And when this video goes out, Wales will have a 20 mile an hour. Um, Wales will have a 20 mile an hour speed limit on around about 35% of their roads, basically. So that's what we're talking about. We are talking about how we're being governed by stupid people. So that's what I'll be talking about. So I'll be starting off with the Welsh ministers and things like that, and Mark Drakeford, basically. So here we go. So Welsh ministers have said a 20 mile an hour speed limit would reduce deaths and noise and encourage people to walk or cycle. The United Nations environmental road safety groups have backed the move, but opposing politicians declared it war on the motorist. So yeah, it is going to happen and things like that. Yeah, it's happening, this Sunday and that. So 20 mile an hour. Wales first UK nation to drop speed limit from 30 to 20 miles an hour. The Welsh Government says its new 20 mile an hour default speed limit could save the NHS 93 million a year. The speed limit is in built up areas will be reduced from 30 to 20 mile an hour in Wales on Sunday, this Sunday, and Sunday the 17th. It's already been done. UK first. That has caused controversy with some drivers. Welsh ministers said 20 mile an hour, 32 kilometres an hour limit would reduce deaths and noise and encourage people to walk or cycle. I doubt it very much. United Nations environmental road safety groups have backed the move, but opposing politicians declared it's a war on motorists, which is true. Wales First Minister said it would keep people from losing their lives. It's going to take you a minute longer to make your journey, and we will save 10 people's lives in Wales, I doubt it, every year. As a result of that 1 minute contribution, it doesn't seem unfair bargain, said Mark Drakeford. And that's what we talk about, Mark Drake. So the law will change the speed limit on about 35% of Welsh roads where lampposts are no more than 200 yards, 183 metres apart. How will the new speed limit law work? Warning not to trust sat navs for a new 20 mile an hour limit. Tories accused of false claims on new 20 mile an hour limit. Welsh Government said the 32.5 million cost to the rollout of the new nationwide speed limit was overweighed by reduced impact on the NHS and emergency service, which on a study said could save 92 million a year. But Welsh Government commissioned a consultation found out more against the speed limit than support of it. One of the Labour-led government's own documents said longer journeys could cause substantial economic disadvantage, which it will. Its central estimate was an economic hit of 4.5 billion over 30 years, although ministers acknowledged there was significant uncertainty over the figure. An active professional debate about it was calculated. A sign of things to come, most residential roads in Wales could see 20 mile an hour restrictions. The UK government's House of Commons leader Penny Mordaunt called the new 20 mph default limit insane and said it was punishing motorists, which it is. The Welsh Conservatives said they were in favour of a 20 mph limit outside schools, hospitals and care homes, but called the blanket rollout disastrous, frankly ludicrous and war on motorists, which is true. Welsh Minister said impact on journey time would be small, with drivers taking less than 1 minute extra average per trip. Mark Drakeford says the new speed limit in built-up areas will take time to get used to. And that's what it is. It will. So that's what's happening. So Mark Drakeford, they did have a public consultation, and they found out there were 57 people. The vote was 57% was against it, and 43 was for it. But they've ignored that and rolled it out in any case. That's not democracy. That is stupidity. So this is how the Welsh government are. So, stupidity gone mad. And it really is stupidity at its best. So that's what's happening in Wales right now. And yes, Mark Drakeford and the Welsh government are stupid. Completely stupid. What are you really doing? It is it's a cash grab as well. It is deliberately a war on the motorists. I completely agree. I agree that a reduction in speed limit outside of school or outside hospital or outside care homes, yes, do it, or built up into council residential areas, like what I live. If you're cutting through a council estate, then 20 mile an hour is acceptable. But you can't put 20 mile an hour on a main busy road like Westgate, Dewsbury Road, Albury Road, and things like that, or even an A road or a B road, or even a dual carriageway. It would cause chaos. You know what I mean? But within a city centre, okay, you're going to get 20 mile an hour zone in any case. It's quite natural, you know what I mean? The whole idea of it is, they say it's a lie. So if a person's hit at 30 mile an hour, oh well, he's got more likely to be killed. Not killed, but to be, he could be injured. He could break a leg or something like that, or a nip. I had a car accident in 2013. Combined speed was 120 mile an hour. I had 7 fractures, but I'm alive today. I nearly died, but I didn't. I'm still here, you know what I mean? So really, on small, when you think about it, how they're going to do it, I mean, you couldn't have a 20 mile an hour zone on a motorway or a dual carriageway. It would be ridiculous. So this is the Welsh government. This is how thick and stupid they really are. If you want to know more about this in more detail, there is a YouTube channel what I do watch, and I do consider him as a very good watch. Go to Hubnote. He's done this video, and that I don't agree with him myself. This should never happen. This is ludicrous. People in Wales don't want it. It's as simple as that. So yeah, go see Hubnote if you want a more involved, video on it and things like that. And then we're moving on to Sadiq Khan. Now, Sadiq Khan's ULEZ scheme, as we all know, is a cash grab, a get-rich-quick scheme, basically. But also, what people might not know is that Sadiq Khan has said very recently that he will be bringing in 20 mile an hour zones in central, in London, in the ULEZ area of London. 20 mile an hour zones will be popping up before end of this year. So that's another mayor, he's a mayor of London. Sadiq Khan is so stupid and thick and corrupt. He's a thief. He's taking money and food out of people's mouths by doing his ULEZ scheme. Now he's going to do a 20 mile an hour zone. Really? He's so stupid and thick. You know what I mean? No, it is absolutely not. You know what I mean? It's now now you got to pay to drive into London, and then you got to pay to do 20 mile an hour. Yeah, people won't be looking at the road. They'll be looking at this, making sure that they are doing 20 mile an hour, and things like that. And the most laughable thing about this is some cyclists can do 20 or above that speed. So you'll have a cyclist passing cars. I mean, you'll have that kind of frustration as well. So that's Sadiq Khan, what he's going to be introducing into London. He's done the ULEZ expansion, which no one agrees with. I don't agree with it. I think it's robbing the poor to give to the rich, basically. Sadiq Khan is a thief. He's a complete thief on that, and he should never have been allowed to be mayor of London at all. I mean, he hasn't got the brains to do it. And there is other people who's better qualified than him. He's not qualified to do anything like that. A very dangerous man, if you ask me, and things like he should never be allowed to be mayor at all. But he's done 2 terms of this. He was first voted in, and he should never have been. Second time he was voted in again. Now he's going for the third. I'm hoping the people of London, please do not put him back in power. Put Howard Cox in power. Let him be the mayor of London, because he's serious. He will scrap all ULEZ. Susan Hall is not going to scrap. She's only going to scrap the expansion scheme and things like that. And she's not even going to take the cameras down. So what Howard Cox he said he will do is take away all the ULEZ, expansion scheme ULEZ, and the cameras, and bring back London to how it should be, to the motorist. Narrow the cycle lanes like they should be. They shouldn't be all that wide. Should be a bit narrow and things like that. And do that. Stop this war on the motorists, because that's what it is. That's what Sadiq Khan's doing. And also, that's what Rishi Sunak is doing as well, because a government minister and Sadiq Khan, Rishi Sunak, he's backing this as well. This is another stupid person who's in charge, another stupid prime minister who shouldn't, Rishi Sunak should never, ever, ever, ever be in charge of this country or be prime minister of this country at all. It's so stupid and thick, you know what I mean? I mean, he don't know what he's on about. He don't need to do the job. I mean, he's looking after himself and his chums. You know what I mean? All because he's rich, we've to suffer for their mistakes. Don't forget, Rishi Sunak is blaming us for the economy being crashed. It's not our fault. It's the Conservatives' fault. They've been in power now 13 years. 13 years too long, in my opinion. But Rishi Sunak doesn't know what he's doing, but now a minister within the government is going to say, well, if you do 31 mile an hour, you will be prosecuted. So now you haven't got that leeway of a couple of mile an hour over. I did 32 in a 30 zone, and I got away with it because it wasn't that horrendous. But now you can't. If you go 1 mile an hour over, so if you go from 30 to 31 mile an hour, you're going to be prosecuted, and that'll be coming in very shortly. It is so stupid. Now we're being governed by stupid people. Well, yes, we are. Mark Drakeford is stupid. Sadiq Khan is definitely stupid, and Rishi Sunak is stupid as well. Yes, we are being governed by stupid people at the end of the day, and we're paying the price for it. So, we can alter this. We can stop things from happening when it comes to general election. Don't believe what the politicians tell you. The Conservatives and the Labour and the Lib Dems are going to come round and make false promises, say that they'll do this, and they never do. We've got to stop. We've got to stop the crap. We've got to stop the rot, basically. And don't vote for them. We should be voting for someone like Reform Party, Reform UK. Richard Tice, put him in charge. He's got good ideas how to stop these boat people from coming. And I'll tell you something. Well, this government can stop the boat people. They just don't want to. Rishi Sunak wants them to come across. He wants more illegal immigrants in this country. That's what that guy is doing. He's deliberately not going to stop them. And also, don't forget, they are in secret talks to try and rejoin the EU without a referendum. That's something what Labour will do as well. And Keir Starmer, he's saying he'll declare war on all the boat people and the people who were smuggling them across. No, he won't. No, he won't. Labour or the Conservatives will not stop this. This will continue for years and years and years and years and years, and they won't deport them neither. At the end of the day, but this is what Sunday Talks is all about. Is to get it out. So at the end of the day, we are being governed by idiots, basically, stupid people. I call them stupid people. Other people call them idiots. Well, that's what they are. Mark Draper's an idiot. Sadiq Khan's an idiot, and Rishi Sunak is an idiot. As far as I'm concerned, you know what I mean. I won't trust them to run my business, not alone a country, not alone a bloody mayor's office. I mean, I couldn't trust Sadiq Khan to run a bus company, and I definitely couldn't trust Mark Drakeford to run a motorway cafe. At the end of the day, so there you go. So that is it. Yeah, I mean, that's my opinion, and it is only my opinion. I mean, other people may have other opinions about this, but at the end of the day, that's my opinion. Go over to Ian's channel, Ubnut, watch the video what he did on the 20-mile-an-hour zones. He goes into more deeper detail, and he does also do experiment, about the braking distances and things like that. But at the end of the day, 20-mile-an-hour zone in central London or even in Wales, it's stupid. It's completely stupid. These politicians have lost the plot. They completely lost the plot. And also the United Nations. It's a forum about the United Nations as well, in it, and things like that. They've completely, United Nations environmental and road safety groups have backed the move. So they're stupid as well, and they're in America at the end of the day. But there you go. So yeah, we are being governed by stupid people, and that's what this video is all about. So I hope you like this video. If you have liked it, please give me a thumbs. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you do. Hit the bell icon. All that will let you know when I'm putting up another video. Also, please share the video to your friends and your family and to other people. Well, you can share it to anybody who you want, any politician you want, or anybody. So you can share it to, I call it Twitter, but it's called X. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch. Also, use the comment section below. We can have a conversation and a talk, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now. Catch you all later. Bye.